Welcome, friends, to another episode of 3 Minutes About Wine. The history of the grapevine in the United States can be divided into several periods. Today, we'll explore the first chapter of that story, from Native American grapevines to the birth of California viticulture. Long before European settlers arrived, North America was already home to wild grapevines growing across forests, river valleys, and hillsides. Several native species thrived here, including Vitis labrusca, or fox grape, Vitis riparia, Vitis aestivalis, and the Muscadine grape, Vitis rotundifolia. Indigenous people harvested wild grapes for food, drying, storage, medicine, and likely for fermented beverages in some regions. Archaeological evidence of grape consumption predates European arrival by centuries or even millennia. The Norse may even have named part of North America Vinland because of the abundance of wild grapes encountered around the year 1000. When Europeans arrived between the 1500s and 1700s, they were amazed by the abundance of wild grapes and repeatedly described forests covered with grapevines. When settlers reached the Atlantic coast, they found grapevines growing naturally from New England to the southeast. English settlers in Virginia believed America could become a major wine-producing region, but there was a problem. Early attempts to grow European grapevines, Vitis vinifera, failed repeatedly. Humidity, fungal diseases, harsh winters, and native vineyard pests, including phylloxera, made successful cultivation extremely difficult. European vines simply had no natural resistance to American pests. The first successful organized viticulture in what is now the United States began in California through the Spanish missions. Beginning in 1769, Spanish Franciscan missionaries led by Junipero Serra planted vineyards near San Diego. The grapes are used mainly to produce sacramental wine. The dominant variety became the mission grape, originally brought from Spain through Mexico. For decades, this grape formed the foundation of California viticulture. By the early 1800s, vineyards had spread north through the California mission system. In the mid-1800s, an event involving American grapevines would change the history of wine forever. American grapevines were shipped to Europe for botanical study and experimentation, but hidden in the roots was phylloxera, a tiny root-feeding insect native to North America. European Vitis vinifera had no resistance. The consequences were catastrophic. Nearly two-thirds of Europe's vineyards were destroyed. France's wine production collapsed, and entire wine regions were devastated. Ironically, the same continent that unintentionally sent phylloxera to Europe also provided the solution. European grape varieties were grafted onto resistant American rootstock, a practice still used in the most vineyards around the world today. That's all for this episode. More to come about USA wine growing history in the next episode. Thank you for being with me. If you like this episode, please share, like, and subscribe. See you next week.